Every white man is like a lone island surrounded by seas of non-white people.
I'm trying to think of something.
But why is he defending this cowardly, ridiculous people that are, in the majority, but being subjugated by the few?
That's right. Maybe you are the inferior race.
That is pathetic. I agree. It's pathetic.
All right. Maybe you are the inferior race, and maybe you should just quiet down. I never thought of it like that.
You're a supremacist, of course, believe that, but you believed that before Hitler came to power, too, and you had a rude awakening, didn't you?
Yes. Hey, listen, Glenn, we could talk all day about this topic.
I know. You should be
Hey, just when I was doing good.
You're doing terrific. I'm telling you, I think I see a Senate seat for you.
Hey, I'm available any time there, Howard.
All right, Glenn. All right, and thank you for calling in, and give your website again so you make sure you get your word out there.
GOV as in Victor, NN.com.
All right. Thank you, Glenn.
Yep.
All right, bye. There's Glenn, who is running for the Senate in Missouri, and he says...
that was interesting how he got himself on the show. He called in and said we booked it.
Yeah.
I found out what happened.
What, one of our listeners booked him?
Yeah, Captain Jenks did it.
Thank you, Jenks.
Here's the funny part. Captain Jenks said he called up, said it was me, and, he said, that Howard's a Jew and Robin's a coon, and the guy didn't blink an eye.
Yeah, I like that. Why can't Jenks do more bookings? That's what I mean, why can't he get me some A-list kind of guests? Like, why doesn't he book like Angelina Jolie? Then he'd be doing me a favor. All right, that's Glenn. He's got his feelings, and like I said, he's the only honest politician out there. I suspect a whole bunch of other politicians feel
Well, he will field any question.
He will. He does not. He even admitted he even informed with the FBI. So there you go. You can't say the guy's a liar.
What was that all about? I got to read up on that.
Yeah, well, I knew that, but I didn't know the whole story,
Yeah.
and I don't know exactly what went down. Fred probably knows.
Because now I'm like, was he a guy who was in a household up with a bunch of guns?
I don't know. I got to take a break, though.
Now, he's one of those white supremacist guys that wants to, arm people and take over the country.
I saw some video of him on TV, actually.
What does it look like?
When he was he's an older guy now, but when he was a young guy, he kind of looked like one of those hippies. He had like the big mustache.
Actually, I thought he reminded me of one of the Village People, the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, where he'd come from, when this happened to him, when this whole thing took over his life.
I think he was kind of brought into it. You know what I mean? Like his family and stuff. Because it seemed like when he was a really young guy, he was already into it.
Oh, really?
Well, it's funny. I think he served in the military. I think he was a Green Beret, like an elite soldier.
Really?
So, you never know.
Something snapped.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When did it happen? What happened? Did he hit his head? What?
I don't know. Hey. But anyway, gives him something to do. Running for Senate.
Oh, he's on fire.
He is.
I would say he's got a passion.
He wants me to debate him. I said, I believe
Debate
him.
about what?
I don't even know what he's talking about.
You're in on the Jewish conspiracy, and you know what's going on.
But what I always love of these guys, they pull out these little quotes, and Nixon said this, it's an opinion. It's not a fact.
I'll tell you about the Jewish conspiracy. I grew up in a black neighborhood. Nobody was looking for me.
You were a spy.
I was a spy, and all I know is I grew up shell-shocked.
You fomented unrest over there. Look at the neighborhood now.
And then I decided to get into radio, and all these Jews wouldn't help me. Francesco. And then I got to take a break, and then I'm going to play some funny phone calls. Go ahead, in Hartford.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, now.
I thought you were way too easy on that guy on the phone.
Oh, please. What are you going to sit and
You
argue
can't
with him?
argue with that.
Francesco, what am I going to do, yell at the guy? He believes what he believes. Who
the
cares?
best thing is to just see where their mind goes.
Right.
I know. He's a nut job, though. Huh?
Yeah, but it's interesting, I mean, like, wow. I mean, he really thinks he really believes he's got the answers to America's problems.
He's created this world, this intricate world.
And I could sit and debate him and suggest that the Jews are the most powerless people on the planet. That, yeah, you can name some people who have done very well, but as a...
But even when you say, white people stole this country from the Indians, he goes, well, wait a minute, the school is, the book hasn't been written on that yet completely.
How do you... how would you debate a guy who says, we didn't take this country from the Indians? I mean, like what are you going to say? No, you're wrong? I mean, well, who would debate him, Francesco? You can't debate a guy like that. He believes what he believes. What do you think? He's going to debate me and I'm going to change his mind? And a guy like that, you can't. He's set in his ways. I'm set in my ways. We're all set in our ways. Very hard to change a guy's mind. But I'm kind of curious about what he believes. And I like that he's honest about it. I can't tell you how many guys... He brings up Nixon. Nixon was a huge anti-Semite. He's absolutely right about that. The Nixon tapes, the Watergate tapes prove that. But he never was honest about it.
And he worked with Henry Kissinger, and he did a lot of things.
Right. But this guy's at least upfront about how he feels. You know. Listen, when I was growing up in this black community of mine, I met so many phony baloney white people. They were so full of shit. They were so liberal. Oh, we have to learn to live with our black brothers, and this is it. You can't run from the black man, blah, 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 blah. Middle of the night, they'd move out of Roosevelt. I could name these people. I know their names. They were adults. I was a kid, and I saw them do it. Some of them taught in the schools. And they'd sit there in my classroom and talk about how we have to all get along and live together. Then I moved to Rockville Center, a white community, and these fucking phony white teachers were sitting there in the classroom. Now, they didn't know I had moved from a black community. They were sitting there spewing the same bullshit. How we got to learn to live together and love our brothers. And I went, they're full of shit. Second, you put them in a black neighborhood, they run for the fucking hills. You put 3 black people on their block and they run away. They're all full of shit and they're all lying. I'll say one thing for Glenn. He ain't lying. He's telling you how he feels. Because everyone's so full of shit. I saw that in early age. All this crap. These skinny women are telling, Precious.
Cabaret, yeah.
Cabaret, how great life's going to be, and they don't even eat a fucking piece of food. Listen, I saw it all. Saw it all growing up. Everyone's a fucking filthy liar. And a hypocrite. And
the truth is a very scary thing.
Yeah. And no one's ever going to change my opinion of that. I saw it. There's one woman I think about all the time. She was a substitute teacher. She was the biggest phony on 2 fucking feet. I knew her. She'd come in and read race stories about how we all have to live together and respect each other and love each other. This is back in the fucking 60s. 60s. She moved out in the middle of the night. With her whole fucking kit and caboodle. Lying bitch. It turned my stomach. I was a little boy. I saw it. It formulated every thought I have about people. There's a lot of fucking phonies out there. I mean, when I get on the radio, I say, I'm going to tell people how I feel about shit. But listen, I'm not going to sit and try and change Glenn's opinions. I wouldn't debate him for a minute. I wouldn't even give him that credibility to debate him.
If you only had the power.
Yeah. But as far as being a powerful man, because of my religion that I was born into, I don't even know. I mean, this didn't feel very powerful in my life. No one was looking for me.
Where is this club you've missed out on?
I want to get in on it. I'm fucking pissed I can't get in on this powerful elite group. Where they meet and how do you get in on it? When am I going to get my... Benji Bronco's working. He's trying to get a $10 fucking raise.
He probably knows, but he's not telling.
He's probably part of this.
Yeah, he's undercover.
Feeling real powerful today, huh, Benji? In that powerful Jewish group.
He's got
super powerful. I saw my old man working 24 fucking hours a day just to support his family. He looked real powerful to me. Hey. Well, listen, what are you going to do? You got to sit and debate guys like that? You just got to hear what's going on. That's all. You can't be threatened by it. Got to be aware of it. But